Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Hello everyone and welcome to This is Football. Welcome to another show, ladies and gentlemen. Another show, ladies and gentlemen. Another time of speaking the realness, addressing the realness. No sugarcoating, no BS, no us, going around the bush, no us falsifying stuff, us just speaking the realness over and over and over. This is what we do over here on This is Football. Inshallah, always we speak the truth and nothing but the truth. Ladies and gentlemen, everyone watching us right now, you guys already know the drill. Make sure you slap the like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're ready to do so. Everyone watching us right now, please like, subscribe. And, let me know your thoughts as we continue speaking throughout this video, because we've got so many important things to speak on, so many important things to say. And, life is a bit difficult sometimes. Anyways, big up to Junior, Ayan, Ryan. I'm gonna read your 2 super chats. Big up to you. Big up to Unexamined Life, Colin, Abby, Kilian, Gaza. Big up Amirali, Bro How. Big up to you. Big up to Olaf. Big up to Ibrahim Al-Jawabre. Hala wallah habibi. Big up to Kay. Big up to Mojis, Anakin, Anfield Road, and big up to Taywap. Big up to Sebastian, MJ, Nikki. Big up to Hamoudi, big up to Sam, Aliye, Brohow, big up to Hythe, big up to Piyush, big up to Lee Govender, big up to World of Football, big up to Barry Sweeney, big up to you guys. Slap that like button, subscribe to This is Football if you're ready to do so. Everyone right now, please like, subscribe. Big up Ryan for the super chats. Let me just quickly read them out before we start speaking. Top Reds turning against FSG, get in, FSG out. And then he says, Mount plus Nunez is going to be our summer. I feel sick. I'm proud of Redman TV. I'm proud of Redman TV that they finally grew a pair and actually called out the owners. I cannot believe it. There is tears in my eyes. I genuinely cannot believe that Redman TV actually called out the ownership group, ladies and gentlemen. This is not a test. This is not me making up shit. They fully called out Redman TV. So they call it fully Redman TV actually called out Fenway Sports Group. And I'm so proud. I'm so happy for the fact that they called them out. And I'm going to speak on it. Ryan, thank you so much for the consistent support, my brother. Big up to Chombe, says, are you really surprised? This is what I expect. Yes, I am really surprised. Yes, I am really surprised. I'm 100% surprised. And look, once again, trigger warning, ladies and gentlemen. Trigger warning. There's people who watch me on this channel for the first time. Many people reach out to me, say, Hussam, after I watched you, I changed a little bit. I started understanding what's actually wrong with this club. Rival fans tell me, Hussam, after watching you, I turned FSG in. Liverpool fans message me, tell me, Hussam, after I watched you, I turned FSG out. And that for me is a win already. Now, everyone, like, subscribe. Big up to Chombe. Big up to Ryan for the super chats. Big up to Selection as well, who says, saying it now, we will get Jude. Hope I'm wrong. Selection, you don't have to live your life being an edgy human being. Sometimes don't be edgy. So when you're actually edgy by nature, it hits. Why do you want to be edgy 24/7, brother? Jude Bellingham is exactly what the doctor ordered. Now, let me just say this. First of all, when it comes to Fenway Sports Group, actually, sorry. If you're watching this for the first time, trigger warning. If you want that positive narrative BS, please do not watch this channel. Please. I do not need your view. I'm here to speak the truth, the reality. I'm here to speak the truth, the reality, nothing but the truth. I cannot sleep at night if I come up here and I lie to people's faces. I cannot lie. I am not a liar. I cannot go live on YouTube, have hundreds of people watch me and lie to their face. We're not here competing in the positive Olympics. Exactly, Anissa. We're here to speak the truth. Now, once again, Fenway Sports Group has come out and publicly told you we cannot compete. You know what pisses me off the most? This is what pisses me off the most. We win the Premier League, no money. We win the Champions League, no money. We finish top 4, no money. We finish outside top 4, no money. Do we never have money? Are we fully acting like we are a League 2 club? Why are we acting like we're Wigan or we're Bury? Why? There are championship clubs who spend more money than Liverpool Football Club. There are championship clubs who spend more money than Liverpool Football Club. There are clubs like Nottingham Forest who spend more money than Liverpool Football Club. And people think this is okay. Nothing okay about this. Absolutely nothing okay about this. Absolutely nothing okay about this. And it's unacceptable. You know what I don't understand? This is what I don't understand. We mortgaged the whole season. We mortgaged our whole year, our whole season. And I screamed and I shouted last summer and I yelled last summer for us to not mortgage a whole season based on one guy. We mortgaged the whole year based on one guy. And now you're telling me there is a chance we don't get him? So you're telling me the last 12 months of pain were 12 months of pain for no reason whatsoever? Is that what you're telling me? You're telling me I'm going through all this crap and I'm 7th for no reason. This is why I always say, sometimes you've got to take the plan Bs. And I've had people come and tell me, and Gary Paul will remember this because he was here with me last summer. Many people in this comment section who were watching me last summer will remember this. People coming and telling me, Hussam, we waited for Virgil van Dijk. And I keep telling them, when it comes to Virgil van Dijk, the context is different. The context is different. We were a top 4 club. I repeated this statement 500 million times last season. We were a top 4 club. When you are a top 4 club, you can afford to wait 6 months. When you've got 6, 7 world-class players, you cannot afford to wait 6 months. You can't. You cannot afford to wait 6 months. You can't. We're out here as Liverpool Football Club, wasting a whole year, whether you rate them or not makes no difference, of Salah, Van Dijk, Fabinho, Robertson, Alisson. All of these players are in the latter years of their career. They are in the latter years of their career. And we have wasted their year. This whole year, we have wasted it for absolutely nothing. Now, whether you rate Jude or not, whether you rate Robertson or not, whatever I said so far, whether you rate any of the players I mentioned, makes no difference. The concept is the problem. I wasted a whole year. I mortgaged the whole season. I pushed the whole season to the side so I can go get Jude Bellingham. And now you're telling me I wasted 12 months of my life and there is a chance that I don't even get the guy that I want? And you want to hear the fucked up part? Because selection is edgy. And he says Jude is not the solution. Let me tell you why I want Jude. I don't trust Klopp and lenders and FSG and Liverpool Football Club if we do not get Bellingham to go get the accurate players. If we don't get Jude Bellingham, but we get Caicedo and Ugarte and Kone, no one's going to say anything. But if we don't get Jude Bellingham and you throw Mason Mount in my face, now I'm going to shout and I'm going to yell. I'm going to have a problem. I do not trust this club to use that money properly. Even if we don't sign Jude Bellingham, it is not the end of the world. I agree. People will say it's not the end of the world. There's many players. Yes, correct. But will we spend that money accurately? The answer is no. We will not spend that money accurately. McAllister, Mason Mount, Nunez is a shit summer. Mason Mount, Nunez, and McAllister is a dreadful summer. You know, guys, you guys know I'm from Jordan. There's an Arabic saying, بتصوم تفطر على بصلة. You fast for so long, and when you first eat something, you eat an onion. You know, when you fast for so long, you want some lamb, you want some biryani, you want some good food. But instead, you fast for so long and you eat a raw onion. You see, Nunez and McAllister, they're not bad signings. They're good signings alongside a Jude. They're good signings alongside a Ugarte, a Kone. They're good signings. But now, when you offer me all three together, I'm like, why the hell did I waste this whole year? You're telling me I wasted this entire year just to wait for Nunez? We mortgaged the whole season. We put it on mortgage. We put a whole year on mortgage. You know, that's like your friend who tells his girl, oh, we need space from each other. We're going to take time off. They take space from each other and his girl ends up with someone else. We mortgaged the whole year for nothing. He took space from her for absolutely nothing. I'm not here to get exclusive access. I'm not here to get interviews. I'm not here so Jurgen Klopp can come on This Is Football. He's always welcome, but I doubt he's ever going to come. I'm here to speak the truth. Fenway Sports Group cannot take us forward. We cannot be taken forward by Fenway Sports Group. We can't. We cannot be taken forward. And let me make something clear. Whether we get Jude in the summer or not, this statement from Ornstein has once again proven to you that they're telling you again to your face, I cannot take you forward. You realize what that means? Liverpool Football Club's ownership is coming out and saying, I cannot take you forward. Also known as Liverpool owners pretending to be broke. You really think Liverpool have no money? Just deep this. I just want you to think about it. Just stop for 10 seconds. Close your eyes. Imagine with me. Liverpool Football Club have no money. Does that make sense to you? When you close your eyes and you think about it. Does it make sense to you that Liverpool have no money? So I win the Premier League, you tell me I have no money. I win the Champions League, you tell me I have no money. I finish in the top 4, you tell me I have no money. I don't finish in the top 4, you tell me I have no money. So all the scenarios possible, I've got no money. So what is my motivation? So if I win the league, there's no money for me. Okay. If I win the Champions League, there's no money. Outside top 4, no money. In the Champions League spots, no money. When am I ever going to get money then? When am I ever going to get money? All your rival fan friends are FSGN. And that tells me all I need to know. All your rival fans, your United friends, your Chelsea friends, your Arsenal friends, they're all FSGN. That tells me all I need to know. All I need to know. Because if the Abu Dhabi owners wanted to sell Man City, we would all celebrate. We would all celebrate. And you know, shout out to my brother Kurdish. He gets attacked. He gets attacked for the plane idea. Brother, forget planes. We need to fly a whole UFO. We need to bring an alien invasion of banners to Anfield. We need to bring 3-eyed people from Men in Black with banners, just, you know, forcefully put them in the cup. Guys, FSG are a problem. And no one can convince me otherwise. Moneyball has not worked like it's supposed to. We've actually fucked up a good formula because we haven't done it enough. There is a problem at this football club. This club is rotten from top to bottom. And this is why I always continue to say Jurgen Klopp is not blameless. The sentimental culture is insane. You come out and you tell me Milner contract. For what? I'd be okay with a Milner contract only under one scenario. If Henderson leaves. If Henderson leaves, I'm okay with a Milner contract. No problem. Let him play right back in the Carabao Cup. I don't care. But if Henderson stays and Milner stays, then we really are a joke of a football club. We are 100% a joke of a football club if that happens. Guys, there's no joking matter. We sent a whole season down the drain. We sent a whole season down the shitter just for us to not actually get the guy at the end. Remember the questions that I always ask you about Klopp? Before I read the super chats, before I get to the super chats, there's a question I want to ask everyone here. If we do not sign Jude Bellingham, do you trust Liverpool Football Club to sign the 3 proper players with his price tag that we need? Because my answer is no. My answer to that question is no. If Jude Bellingham does not sign for Liverpool Football Club, if Jude Bellingham does not sign for Liverpool Football Club, I do not trust Liverpool Football Club to go get the 3 players required. If Jude doesn't come, let me tell you our summer from now. Spoiler, March 20 or 21, depends where you are in the world. 2023. Let me spoil it for every human being. If Jude Bellingham does not come, Mason Mount, Alexis McAllister, Matthias Nunez. That's our summer right there. And you know why that summer becomes a bad summer? Because we didn't get our main guy. And second of all, we threw this whole year down the drain for us to just get 3 players who are like, he's okay. He's solid. He's nothing special. When you mortgage a whole season, when you put a whole season on standby, you better go get your guy. If you put your whole season on standby and you wait, you better get your guy. Oh, you best believe you better get your guy. Oh, you better get your guy. The idea is not in Jude as a player, because people need to understand me. The idea is not Jude as a player. The idea is I wasted a whole season of 5-6 players in their prime to wait for this guy, for the Messiah to come. And then he doesn't come. And then on top of that, you're giving me 3 players. I'm not going to celebrate that. Oh, you best believe I'm going to shout this summer, inshallah, if I'm alive, if this shit happens. Now, there's one of 2 scenarios. And let me make something clear before I read the super chats. Let me make something crystal clear. David Ornstein has not come out and said anything that we do not know already. David Ornstein has not come out and said anything that we don't know already. David Ornstein has not come out and said anything we do not know already. We already know. City got more money. Madrid got more money. We know that. Like, we already know. Okay. They got more money. But it's not over yet. You guys need to understand this is a special situation. Every single egg is in Jude Bellingham's basket. Every single egg. The only way the eggs are in our basket is if FSG refuse to pay up, then we're having a totally different conversation. But from Jude's perspective, all the eggs are in his basket. He wants to come to Liverpool, he will come to Liverpool. He wants to come to City, he'll go to City. Simple. And once again, I reiterate, the idea, the problem is not Jude Bellingham as an idea. The problem is me mortgaging a whole season so my manager can get his guy, and in the end, he doesn't get him. And then after that, you get me 3 meaty players. Because let me make something clear to you. If Jude does not come, please understand, we're not going to go get 3 great players. We're going to go get 3 meaty-ass players instead of Jude. Which means we wasted a whole ass year for no reason whatsoever. So why did I waste my year? Why? Why did I need to waste my year? There was no reason for me to waste my year. And this takes me back to the reason why you cannot blame FSG by themselves. Jurgen Klopp decided that it's either Jude Chouameni or nobody, which is why we've got to hold him accountable as well. Anyway, comment section. Big up to Balaji who says, now why can't you get the Top Reds TV and debate? You know, Balaji, first of all, welcome back to the channel because it's been a while since I've seen you. Second of all, thank you so much for the super chat. Third of all, you know, Balaji, I'm someone who's very open-minded. I always welcome to debate. I always welcome conversations. Redman TV are never going to invite me on their channel. Ever. Will Chris Pajak maybe come on the channel? Maybe. But I don't know if there is limits to the conversations that we can have. Balaji. I wish I could change that. Big up to Hafsa who says, I hope they don't get Jude so everyone can turn on FSG. If they get him, it'll only be for damage control because you know how much they hate bad PR. Hafsa, you know what shocked me? I got a message from Ahmed. Shout out to Ahmed. He's probably going to watch this on the replay. Shout out to Ahmed. I got a message from Ahmed and he's like, Hussam, I watched the Redman TV podcast and all the Redman TV lot were saying, if we don't sign Jude Bellingham, we're all turning on FSG. And that makes me think, for the long-term success of this club, if everyone turns on FSG and there's an FSGOUT movement and there's protests and all of that, maybe that would have a positive impact on our club. There is a way, Hafsa, there is a world, and honestly, in what you're saying is true. However, here's the painful part, Hafsa. Next year, inshallah, if we're alive here and healthy, week in, week out, we will watch nothing but pain. Nothing but pain. Week in, week out. Pain, 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 pain. Mason Mount. Mason Mount is on the Chelsea bench. Chelsea are 10th. This is the savior that's going to come in and save us? The guy who's on the bench for the team in 10th? This is the savior. Don't know what to say. Big up to Selection who says, he's just not a £150 million player. He's not Pedri level. Spending majority of the budget on one player, not good. And Jude is a final third player right now, in my opinion. And you see, Selection, this is where I'll have the strongest rebuttal you'll ever heard. We are Liverpool Football Club. Why should it be either or? Last summer I didn't spend. The summer before I didn't spend. The summer before I didn't spend. The summer before I didn't spend. I've had 4 summers of not spending big money. Why should it be either or? Huh? Why should I not get Jude and 2 others? Jude, Kone, Ugarte, problem solved. People were DMing me when Sporting Lisbon played Arsenal. People were DMing me when Sporting Lisbon played Arsenal going like, Hussam, you were right about this Ugarte guy. Yes, I have an eye for talent. Like, when I watch a player, I know if he's the right guy or not, directly. Why should it be either or, Selection? Why is it a world? Why is it a world in which it's either we get Jude or either we get another guy? Why can't we get both? Kone's release clause is 26 million euros, which is almost 20 million pounds. My brother Coventry City can pay that. Ugarte gonna cost you 45 million, 50 million, worth every penny. Ugarte, Kone, Bellingham, midfield solved. Why should it have to be either or? That is the question that I want to ask every single Liverpool fan. Why do we have to choose? Thank you, Cardier. Why do we have to choose? Why do I have to sit up here and choose It's either you get the expensive guy or you get 3 non-expensive guys. Why can't I combine? I want Jude and I want 2 alongside him. And it's the principle, it's the idea. I mortgage the whole season based on me getting Jude. You can't come out now and tell me there's a chance I don't get him. That's the problem. Big up to Felipe. Big up. The next 3 super chats are all Newcastle fans. Big up. Instead of spending all that money on Bellingham, maybe you can buy 5 players instead of 4. Problem is you wasted the season to get Jude. Pathetic. Felipe, number 1, you answered your own question. Second of all, earlier on when I was speaking, I told you, you know what the issue is? The issue is I do not trust the club, Felipe. If this was 2019 and someone rejected us for 150 million and we were going for 4 other players, I trust it. Michael Edwards were there. The scouts were actually employed properly. Everything was going sexy. It was sexy Liverpool football. It was great. It was great. Back then, if I didn't get Jude, I would go get 4 quality midfielders and suddenly I'm back in business. 2023 Liverpool is a totally different animal. Pep Linders is our scout. Jurgen Klopp is our sporting director. Life's changed. So now I no longer trust our club to take that 150 million and spend it properly. If we would take that 150 million and spend it properly, I'd be against us signing Jude to begin with. I'd be like, there's no need to spend 150 M's. Just go get 4 midfielders with that money. I agree with you. But the problem is I don't trust the club to do the right choices. McAllister, Mount, and Matthias Nunez. That is what it's going to be. I'm telling you now. Big up to Strasbourg. Steve says Jude Bellingham to Newcastle or Strasbourg would be fire. I can't lie, Strasbourg have more of a chance than Man United to get Jude Bellingham. Let me tell you that, because he rejected them to go to Dortmund. And the Newcastle thing, listen, calm down, Steve. You ain't in the champs yet. Calm down. You're not that guy yet. Step by step, Steve. Come on. Step by step, akhi. Step by step. And finally, Steve, again, big up to you. Thank you so much for the super chat, my brother. Make sure you guys go check out Steve as well. A fantastic content creator. That's facts, Osama. I feel I have an eye for talent too. I watch football from all around Europe and can just tell if a player has potential. You know, people act like it's difficult. People go like, how many games of this guy have you watched? You know what it is, bro? Sometimes you watch a footballer for 15 minutes. Honestly, no cap. You watch a footballer for 15 minutes, Steve, and you already know he's that guy. Like, he just got that dog in him. You just watch him 15 minutes, and directly you're sold. You're sold 15 minutes later. You don't need no 5-hour analysis. You don't need none of that shit. Sometimes you watch a footballer 15 minutes and you're good to go. You're like, okay, he can pass, he can shoot, he can dribble, he can do this, he can't do that. Now, I know you need to analyze extra. You need more games. You need to watch a lot, which I agree with. But, you know, sometimes you've got to think about it from the perspective of, and I said this to my guy Felipe earlier, bro, it is just a lack of trust. It is a lack of trust because I do not trust them. I'm sorry, I don't. Big up to you, Steve. Anyway, 220 people watching us. Big up to you guys. Make sure you slap the like button. Make sure you subscribe to this football if you're ready to do so. Everyone right now, please like, subscribe. Big up to Steve, Felipe, Hafsa. Big up to you. Balaji, Selection, Chambe, Ryan for the super chats. I saw Hafsa ask earlier on. I cannot find the comment, or I would put it up on the screen. But anyway, everyone right now, please like, subscribe. Stop what you're doing this very second. Guys, 220 people watching us. We ain't even on 100 likes yet. Come on, Steve. Come on, dog. Can you tell them, dog? Can you tell them? We lost to the Wolves, dog. Ain't the Wolves in the NBA? Where's Kevin Garnett? That's John Henry. Like, he probably don't even know the Wolves exist, man. Give me an American John Henry. Let's talk about Ugarte, Bellingham, and Coney and Wolves. Bro, you know what it is? Who's Ugarte, dog? I cannot do this, honestly, Steve. But you know what it is? You see that those 3 you just said, Steve? That, for me, perfect summer. Oof. You give me Ugarte, Bellingham, and Kone, I'm good. Let's ask the edgiest person in this comment section. Selection. The court is asking for selection. The court are asking for you, Selection. If we get a Kone, Ugarte, Jude Summer in terms of midfielders only, are you happy? I know he did center back. Just imagine whoever comes in for center back. Are you happy with Jude, Kone, and Ugarte? Selection, Mr. Edgy. Are you happy with those three? Tell me. Because that would be my three. That would be my three right there. Selection, can you answer my fucking question? June 30th. You get the news. Selection gets the news. It's Kone, Jude, and Ugarte, and it's done. Are you happy with those midfield options? Just tell me yes or no. Are you happy? Because this guy loves to be edgy. If he's happy, then fuck me. I've done a good job. This guy never happy as well. Selection, the people are waiting. Oh, he said no. Allah help me. Allah help me. So selection, which three do you want? Tell the people. Big up to you, Strasbourg Steve. Thank you so much for the super chat again. Big up to Amin, who sends in a super chat. My club employs McTominay, Fred, and yet I would stay well away from Mount. How do LFC fans want him? You know, Amin, you know what's real funny? Rival fans laugh at us for wanting Mason Mount. Chelsea fans go down on 2 knees and beg me to sign Mason Mount. And yet, there is still people out there who think Mount is a good signing. Guys, forget what you think about Mount. Forget what I think about Mount. Let's strictly talk player profile. Mount is a number 10. He's not really a winger because he's not dynamic enough to play on the wing. And he's not really a midfielder because he's not athletic enough to play in the 8. It's the truth, right? Let's cut the crap. So basically, he's that Curtis Jones prototype where he's not a winger and he's not a midfielder. He's basically Fabio Carvalho type, Harvey Elliott type. Don't we already struggle with these players? Don't we already struggle with these players? So what is the point of creating another problem of a problem that I already have? And I'm going to speak on Mount in a second. Big up to you. Thank you so much for the super chat, my brother Amin. Big up to you and your consistent support on the channel. I'm going to address this in a second. He says, I was AFK. Can you recap, please? Basically, look, man. Osai, Akhi, big up for the super chat, number 1. Number 2, the recap is as follows. Ornstein comes out and it says, you know, Madrid and City got more money, got more backing, so they might buy Jude Bellingham and blah, blah, blah. Liverpool still in pursuit. So let's say Jude coming to Liverpool is no longer as clear or as strong, and Mason Mount is being looked at as a replacement. Big up to Satadisha, who says Mount greater than McFred. Let's be serious, Satadisha. You know, I got love for you. Big up to you. Big up to your husband, because you both watch the channel. But Satadisha, let's do a group hug together and wake up. But all 3 of us. You can slap me, and I will slap your husband, and all 3 of us, we wake up suddenly. And we ask ourselves, why are we using McFred as a measuring stick? Why? Since when is McFred the measuring stick for us having a good midfield? Satadisha, if McFred is the measuring stick, then we are even deeper in the sewers than I thought. Deeper in the sewers than I thought. Group slap. Group slap. All 3 of us slap each other and realize, boom. McFred, why am I using it as a measuring stick? Come on, Satadisha, man. Come on, Satadisha, man. McFred as a measuring stick. Have some fucking shame. Anyway. Here's the thing. As I said, guys, make sure you slap the like button. Make sure you subscribe. Big up to Satadisha, Qusay, Amin, Steve. Big up to you, Steve, my brother. Big up Felipe as well. Newcastle fans out in full support. Big up to Hafsa. Big up to Balaji, Selection, Chambe, and Ryan for the super chat. Slap that like button. Don't just press it. Slap it. Subscribe to this football. Now, let me address the Mount thing. People think it's some sort of agenda-driven narrative and all of that. It is not an agenda. It is not a narrative. It's not me, you know, saying it because, you know, today, funnily enough, I had someone come on the space and go like, Hussam, if Jurgen Klopp wants Mount, then surely this. No, there is no more surely anything. There is no more surely anything. Oh, sorry, by the way, let me address Hafsa's question. Hafsa asked when the next plane. Arsenal, inshallah. Arsenal, inshallah, going to be the next plane. Inshallah, Arsenal going to be the next plane. You know, we're going to fly it then. So, you know, we will get our message across. You best believe that. Oh, you best believe that. Now, here's what I'll say. Here's what I'll say. You know, with the Mason Mount stuff, in terms of player profile, once again, ignore what Hussam thinks, ignore what you think. In terms of, even ignore the fact that he's on the bench. Imagine you ignore the fact that Chelsea fans want him sold. Just look at the comment section. Ignore all that shit. From the perspective of player profile, he doesn't suit us. Because I feel disappointed that I even have to explain this yet again for the 100th time. Guys, just because a player can run does not mean he's the player profile of Liverpool. Please understand. Kylian, that's a good idea. Reach out to me. Give me any ideas you have. Just because a player can run does not mean he's the player profile of Liverpool. McTominay is a bundle of energy. Oh, he can run for days. He can run for days. So many players can run for days. Guys, we're in the Premier League. How many players can run? Oh, the Premier League is filled with runners. Oh, they're filled with runners. Just because someone can run does not mean he's a Klopp midfielder. Second of all, from a profile perspective, Mason Mount is that not really a winger, not really a midfielder type player. He's that hybrid type player, which doesn't suit us anyway. Third of all, let's look at price tag. It's being quoted as 60 million for Mason Mount. Guys, 60 million is Ugarte and half Kone's price tag. Right there, add 10 million. Add 10 million. And you get Kone and Ugarte for that much money, whom both will impact your team properly. Now, people say, Mason Mount, right-sided midfielder, blah, blah, blah. Bro, Mason Mount has a problem with decision-making in the final third. Please go watch it. Many times in the final third, he doesn't make the right decisions. Mason Mount is not athletic enough to play in that Liverpool midfield. That's the thing. Let's actually play football. How about we all come together and agree to finally become a football team instead of a marathon team? How about we all come together and realize we actually need to play the sport at a high level? Half the clubs, 3/4 of the clubs in the league park the bus against us anyway. What we're running for? We got the ball. It's a player, it's a playing style that's against, 10 men behind the ball most of the time. So this is the thing. Chelsea won't sell him for under than 50 million. He wants a whole lot of wages. He wants to be a guaranteed starter. He's not an athletic midfielder. And you want to hear, here is the craziest part. And Chelsea fans in this comment section will vouch for me right here, right now, and they will tell you. The best performances Mason Mount has ever put in a Chelsea shirt has been on the right wing. Let me repeat that again for the people at the back. The best Mason Mount performances in that Chelsea team has been on the right wing, and Chelsea fans, correct me if I am wrong. His best performances in that blue shirt has been on the right wing. It's not been in midfield. It's not been as a 10. It's not been even on the left wing. It's been on the right. Are you going to bench Mo Salah to start Mason Mount? No. Do we play a 4-2-3-1 so he can play in the 10? No. Can he play in an 8 in a 4-3-3? No. So why are we buying him? From a profile, he doesn't suit us. His best position, he doesn't suit us. There is a lot more to football than just running. Now, I've seen a name mentioned in this comment section 100 times, which is Nicolo Barella. Let me make something clear to this comment section. And I'm going to make a statement that is probably going to shock everyone. There is not a player in world football, And I mean in world football, that Liverpool Football Club coaching staff want more than Nicolo Barella. And I know that for a fact from people who speak to them personally. You know the problem is? Nicolo Barella does not want to leave Italy. So unless they are in some sort of financial crisis and they absolutely are starving for the money, Nicolo Barella is staying as an Inter player. We want Nicolo Barella more than we want Jude Bellingham. Can you imagine? I'm telling you now, that's how badly we want Nicolo Barella. But wanting something and having it is two different things. You know, Wasim in this comment section, he wants Rihanna. He ain't ever going to get Rihanna. He ain't ever going to get her because he's a bozo. So he's never going to get her. So this is the thing. You don't get what you want a lot of the times. And this for me, once again, puts the ownership group on the chopping block. If, of course, Barella is better than Bellingham. Are you mad? If the ownership group actually gave a fuck, if the ownership group actually cared, they would be watching this football right now and going like, hold on a minute, what's going on in this pitch? If they made an actual effort to understand the sport in these 10 years, they would understand by watching Liverpool right now, we need to head in a different direction. Please understand, guys, no manager is perfect. Alex Ferguson underachieved in Europe. Pep Guardiola overthinks the big games. Some managers didn't have longevity. Some managers struggle with a plan B. Every manager has flaws. No manager is perfect. Antonio Conte has a shit record in Europe. Jose Mourinho has no longevity. And he's had a fall-off period. Jurgen Klopp's worst trait is his talent ID. He wanted Brandt and Götze over Mane and Salah. Tells me all I need to know. So all this trust that, wait a minute, I've got two eyes, alhamdulillah rabbil alameen. I watch football. I don't need to blindly agree with Klopp on every single decision he makes. Just because Klopp wants Mount doesn't mean that I should agree with it. No, I don't agree with it. And I have every right to disagree with it. This is not North Korea. This is not robotic settings where whatever Klopp says, I agree. No, I disagree with Klopp. And it's fine to disagree with him. Who said I have to agree with him on every word he says? I don't. His talent ID isn't the best. Brandt and Götze, are you mad? Over Mane and Salah. Trust what? I ain't going to trust that talent ID. All you have to Google is Klopp Götze, Klopp Brandt. One search will show you he wanted him instead of Mane. The other search will show you he wanted him instead of Salah. I don't have to trust Klopp's talent ID just because he wants Mount. Okay, and I see people giving the example of Rashford. Rashford had the talent, but he got messed over with multiple different managers, played in 100 different positions, never had the consistency, Mourinho, blah, 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 multiple different things. Mason Mount has had so many chances in this Chelsea team, and they haven't done as well as required. And you know, the final segment, the final question, the conclusion to all of this, I'll say. When will we as Liverpool fans come together and realize that our club cannot move forward with these guys as owners? When will we move forward? Guys, football is not a profitable sport. Football is not a profitable sport. 90-something% of football clubs lose money, not make money. Football isn't as profitable as you think. Every manager makes this much money, and every club makes this much money, blah, blah. You've got to spend money to make money in the footballing world. And Fenway Sports Group have to take money out their own pocket. You are allowed every single summer for 3 years or 2 years, I think it is, or 3 years, to take money from your own pocket and inject it into Liverpool Football Club if required. Let me tell you how less we have broken FFP rules. Liverpool are allowed to spend 300 million this summer without breaking FFP rules. And then go and spend a further 300 million in the January following, and still no FFP rules will be broken. Can you imagine? 600 million spent and we still don't break FFP rules. You could buy 2 football clubs for 600 million. That's how much we could spend without breaking FFP rules. So people talking about FFP, blah, blah, blah. And there's another excuse, new excuse that's come out recently. The new excuse is the infamous, we need homegrown. You know, the homegrown rule is for it to be 7 out of 25 players in the squad to be homegrown. 8, sorry. Meaning, this is how little homegrown affects our life. We can field 11 foreigners and put 5 foreigners on the bench, 6 foreigners on the bench, sorry, and we still don't break the homegrown rule. Why is it only us? Why is it always Liverpool Football Club that are talking about these things? Homegrown quota. City signed Scott Carson for the homegrown quota. Why do we have to start someone who starts in our team for homegrown quota? And the third question to address the homegrown nonsense is, if you want homegrown players, why not go get the actually good English players? Why not go get Jacob Ramsey from Aston Villa, for example? There is so much talent. Why not go get it? Since you want a centre back, you know, why not go get Konsa, for example? Why do we have to get the shit ones and say homegrown? It's nonsense. It's utter nonsense. Big up to Captain Salah, who says Donkey got more ability than Mount. Listen, I wouldn't go that far, but I just don't think Mount suits us. Player profile-wise, he just doesn't. Listen, man. These next 48 hours, inshallah, we will see the reaction of the people. We'll see what people are saying regarding this whole Mount stuff, regarding FSG, regarding all of that shit. We really will find out, because this news, no one should be celebrating. You cannot mortgage a whole season and not go and get Jurgen's guy. You can't. You simply cannot mortgage a whole year for no reason whatsoever. Big up to Captain Sal, Satadisha, Qusay, Amin, Steve, Felipe, Hafsa, Balaji, Selection, Chambe, and Ryan for the super chats. Gracias, amigos. Thank you all for sending in super chats, always showing us the love and support. Everyone, please slap up the like button, subscribe to This Is Football. Thank you so much for your consistent support on this channel. You guys are absolutely and have been absolutely elite. Thank you so much for all the lovely help that you have been on the channel, with your likes, with your subscribes, with your shares. There's plenty of content to come your way. Remember, on This Is Football, just because it's international break doesn't mean we stop. There's so much coming your way. There's crazy shows planned. Stick around, subscribe, notification bell, like the video. Big up for the super chats. And we will speak soon, inshallah, if we have any more news. Peace.